Great morning to you all. I hope that you've all woken up grateful to be alive another day. And I hope that when you've been seeing limits, you're getting creative. And I hope when you're seeing obstacles, you're learning. And I hope when you're seeing setbacks, you're actually assessing. All right? And when you're having setbacks, I hope that you're redirecting your energies. All right? Hey, set a high vibe. Breeze through anything. Today's going to be a great day. Why? Because you're alive again today. All right? And don't be so hard on yourself. Or anybody else for that matter. Why? Because it's just another day in your experience. That's all. Don't be stressed out by the responsibilities that you've taken on. All right? Don't be stressed out by any deadlines that you have to meet. Own your creative power. Don't let anything shift your wellness today. All right? Tell yourself good things. All right? Tell yourself you're capable. I am capable. I am worthy. I am valid. And I am accepting of everything that the universe has in store for me for my experience today. And it's going to be an adventure. Simple. And be unconditionally loving to yourself through it all. Because everything's for learning. Every single thing is for learning. Right? So don't get caught up in the stress of things. See things for what they are. Allow people to be who they are. Allow people to govern themselves with their own free will like they do. But stay true to you. Understand that nothing's happening to you. You are experiencing life. How you govern yourself and how you handle all of that, hey, that's on you. But set a high vibe. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's just another day. No matter what you have to do today, be grateful for every single person, situation, and circumstance in your life. Because if it's hard, it's teaching you patience, endurance. It's teaching you self-reflection. Come on. Anything that's hard to deal with enhances great qualities within us. You're not a victim of life. You chose to have this experience. You soul contracted yourself to everything that you're doing right now. To the people, the family, the circumstances. Just look at it with a smile and be grateful for it all. Yeah, because it's just another day. So don't be hard on yourself or anybody else. Understand that everybody is learning, whether they believe it or not. Guys, I want you to set a high vibe. How do you do that? You be grateful for everything. If you are sitting there telling yourself good things, like you are amazing and you are greatness and you're sourced by unconditional, infinite love and the power of the all-knowing, well, you won't be sitting there going, I'm anxious. Or, oh, I'm scared. Or, oh, this person. Or, oh, that person. No, you won't be. So tell yourself good things all the time. The majority of the time, we're only feeling what we're thinking. It's not really what's happening around us that's making us feel certain ways other than the energy that we pick up on. And then it processes in our brains. And then according to our own belief systems, well, then the response and the thoughts and the reactions come according from that. Change those belief systems. I know there were many people told growing up that they wouldn't amount to anything. I know a lot of people were told that they were just like their parents, or they were just like their father, or just like their mother, or just like this person, or... No, you're not. You are your own being. And you can choose to create yourself to be anything that you would like to be today, no matter what you lived up until yesterday. Zulu B, I want you to set a high vibe. No matter what it is that you have to live. How do you change the way you're feeling? You start telling yourself good things. You start accepting that everything is for learning. You start accepting that everybody changes on a daily basis. You start accepting that holding hatred in your heart for anything, or judgment, or shame, or blame, or denial for it's like poison. No matter what's happened to you up until yesterday. Any emotion that comes up to stabilize our body, it only lasts from 60 to 90 seconds. Why? Because it's only meant to stabilize our body. That's why it happens quick and it doesn't stay long, unless we choose it like that. Yeah. So breathe during that 60 to 90 seconds, no matter what emotion is coming up. Because today's just another day in your experience. Hold the right things in your being. If you're feeling pain in your body, tell yourself that you will use that pain and turn it into power to fuel you to make better choices. If you're feeling like you're lost, well, hey, it's time to find yourself. If you're feeling confused about anything, well, it's because your mind has started to run automatically without you being able to control it. Stop that. Come on. Change is possible. But today's just another day in your experience, so don't be so hard on yourself. Simple. And don't be hard on everybody else. You can make simple choices to be a better being and be a more loving person. That doesn't mean you won't get irritated. That doesn't mean that you won't get angry. But allow these things that come up within you to last the 60 to 90 seconds that they deserve, and that's it. Because after that, you alone have chosen to fuel that. And if that's the case, well, you have chosen to put yourself through a biochemical roller coaster ride. Why would you do that to yourself? Don't be so hard on yourself. Forgive yourself for the reactions that you do have to things when they didn't serve you any purpose or well-being. But everything serves a purpose. I don't believe that nothing doesn't serve a purpose, to be honest with you, because it doesn't matter what I have to live. Everything serves a purpose for me in my life. And it's all for learning. But once I've acquired the learning, hey, it no longer serves a purpose. That's why I'm grateful for everything that comes into my life, because it has a purpose. And the purpose for it will remain until the learning is acquired. But I can't be hard on myself during that. And I can't be hard on myself no matter what I'm feeling instantly off of something that I'm living. Can't do that. You have to understand that, yeah, things are going to happen. You're going to have feelings about things. But let it be what they are and nothing but that. 60 to 90 seconds. That means 1 minute to a minute and a half. After that, it's a choice. We all have free will because of the capacity of our choice making for ourselves and for our well-being, okay? But what are you harnessing yourself to? Tell yourself good things. Tell yourself you're amazing. Tell yourself you're capable. Tell yourself there is nothing more powerful than the power of your soul that is giving you life. And that you're okay, no matter what. See, that's one thing, I have to live and endure a lot. But everybody who knows me knows that I am okay through any of it, no matter what happens. Seriously. Why? Because that's what I choose to tell myself no matter what. I don't care what I have to live. Bring it on. No avoidance. Because it's all working in my favor and it's all working for me and it's all working to make me a better person. Some way, somehow, some shape, and some form. But if I'm so caught up in how everything's making me feel and I want to amplify these minute, literally minute emotional effects, that's on me. Why would I react and stay shackled to anything that is rotting my being from the inside out? There's a balance to everything, but I choose not to hold things in my body. Seriously, or thoughts. And I won't speak about myself in a messed up way, and I will not carry myself in a messed up way. I just won't. Because that's poisonous to my own being and anybody else's being. And yeah, of course I'm going to have feelings across the board of every magnitude, but they only last 60 to 90 seconds. And anybody knows me well. Hey, Tobi's reactions are explosive. But the minute it's done, it's over. It's over. I don't go looking back to that. And I don't keep shaming or blaming somebody for their mistakes or their choices, because it was all for learning. And if I see somebody choosing to accept the learning and to grow as an individual, why would I blame or shame or guilt or judge anything except for be grateful for those hard mistakes? Because it in turn made them and me a better being. Honestly, guys, you gotta set yourself first, and you gotta be allowing to whatever it is, be open and receiving to learning. So it doesn't matter what we have to endure, what circumstances or interactions we have to deal with. A lot must be sitting there going, yeah, right. How is this person supposed to be enhancing my life, and all they do is make me fucking crazy? Or, hey, no. It's how you're seeing it. And, oh, my boss is like this, and blah, 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 blah. No, it's how you're seeing it. There's nothing inflicting anything on you that you are living except for your own thoughts and feelings about it all. So it's just another day. Be grateful. No matter what. And it's all temporary. You're going to get through it. So be grateful and seek the learning. Find soulful solutions for yourself along your experience. Enhance it by being in your baseline. Understanding that, hey, okay, allow yourself to feel whatever you gotta feel, but learn from it and allow it to be the 60 to 90 seconds that it's meant to be. Don't be so hard on yourself during it all. Because it's just another day in your experience. You know, a lot of people may think that, okay, I'm a certain way and I'm so not that way. Do you know that I allow everything to be the way it should in my life? One minute it could be this, the next it could be that, and no matter what, I'm okay through whatever. And I could set my course to sail like this, but hey, the winds blow me in a different direction, and I'm okay with that. Why? Because I'm allowing myself to be open to whatever my soul is guiding me to. No matter what it is. Bring it on. It's an experience. So it's for learning. So there is no right and there is no wrong. You know that within your own moral compass of your soul because of the two feelings that it's going to give you. It's going to make you feel right or it's going to make you feel wrong. You don't need to think about that at all. That feeling comes from within, like deep within. And your whole body feels that, should you allow it. Or are you sitting there caught up in your thoughts about telling yourself, like, hey, my refractory period, yeah, okay, I can let things happen. They may not feel good there in that instance, but once I let it out, it's gone. I don't harness myself to that. I could be blue mad with somebody and literally want to take off their head. 5 minutes later, I'm fine. I don't hold that stuff. I allow whatever has to be. I seek the learning in that for myself. And what is that? That is how it made me feel. Because you cannot learn more about yourself than allowing yourself to look at how things make you feel. And I say, okay, I'm me, I'm okay. That's free will of choices. And I'm going to live by the choices that I make for me. And that is to not shackle myself to any of that, no matter what. It's just another day. That's how I see it. So what? You know what? I tell you guys to set a high vibe and get the most out of your experience. But look, if getting the most out of your experience means sitting home and self-caring, do it. You got to do what's good for you. And you know what? It's funny because I sit out here and I tell you guys all of this stuff, but I am severely limited right now with my heart. Seriously. There's things going on with my heart that I haven't felt, and I'm learning. Okay, like I may be out real hardy out here on lives and stuff, but I am not up to doing the things that I was able to do before the heart attack yet. Not even close. And that's why I'm trying to lose the weight. Well, not even trying. No, I'm not trying. I'm allowing my body to heal itself. But you need to give yourself that time to do it. Because imagine how hard it is to heal when your body is damaged the way that mine is. Hey, that's difficult stuff. And that is my full-time job. But it's just another day. It really is. And I can't be hard on myself during it all. And I can't sit there and say, oh, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. And I can't... Blah, blah, blah. Ah, screw all that. Because you know what? I'm alive. And I'm going to choose to contain good things in my being. good thoughts, good ideas, good actions, and not just for me, for everybody attached to me. So I'm not going to be so hard on myself. And that's what I encourage you all to do too. Get that chip off your shoulder for your own being. What do I mean? Hey, stop judging yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Stop guilting yourself. Stop thinking that you can be a better being on a financial level or on the material acquisition of things. Guys, forget all. Be unconditionally loving to yourself enough to not be so hard on yourself or anybody else. Seriously. Don't have expectations. It leads to disappointments of any kind. Seriously. Give yourself that allowance not to shackle yourself to anticipated outcomes. You're setting yourself up for heartache when that stuff happens. Don't do that to yourself. It's just another day. All right? Anyways, guys, set a high vibe. Today we're Tuesday. Already. Hey, we're already the 11th of October. Time is flying. It's flying. Watch, before we know it, we're going to be past Christmas. It'll be New Year's, and next thing you know, we're springing into spring. Well, during it all, be loving to yourself. Tell yourself good things. And if you can actually catch yourself when you're saying negative stuff to yourself and to others, change that. But you have to watch the things that you're thinking and you're saying in order to see what it is that needs correcting. Okay? And just because I have all of this understanding, it doesn't mean that I'm a perfect being. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm living in this world too as a human, eh? The only difference is I'm not going to let my horror story judge my future. Corrected that. Turned my hell into heaven. And what does that mean, really? It's all a state of mind. That's all it is. It is changing your state of mind. And you can do that. Because you know what? Nothing can happen to me that's going to shackle me to anything greater. Because there is nothing greater than the power of my soul. And once you really understand that, you're not going to let things outside of you affect you the way that they do. And when you understand that you've been feeling a certain way for a week because of your own choice, maybe you'll correct that. Seriously. Because I'm going to remind you all again. Any emotional reaction lasts 60 to 90 seconds. A minute and a half. So something angers you, but you're angry 3 hours later, that's your choice. You want to get sad about something and you want to stay sad for a month later, guess what? That's your choice. You want to stay anxious about things and allow it to magnify, that is your choice. Same way, if you want to be happy, it is a choice. All of these states of your being are simple choices. Seriously. Oh, how can that be? Because it just happens. No, it's bullshit. Emotional responses go from 60 to 90 seconds. Anything after that is a choice. So check your bounce back period on anything. This is another thing that I had to do also too. I had to check why I was staying so upset or so embarrassed or so shameful or so denying to myself for so long over these little things. No, I had to correct that. I got nothing to be shameful for. And I got nothing to be ashamed of. And I got nothing to be guilty for. And I got nothing to say sorry for. Nope. No, I don't. But I had to correct that within my own being. Seriously. And I had to understand that anything that I feel other than 60 to 90 seconds of a reaction to whatever I'm living is my choice alone. And when you start to realize that, you start to look at what, whoa, okay, you're giving your energy and your power to staying in a certain state that is very harmful to you by simple choice, because you're giving permissions to other people and circumstances and situations to govern that without in your being. Oh, once you get in check about that stuff, whoa, you're going to check the permissions you're giving to people and to situations and to circumstances. Because again, that's all your free will. When you start really looking at that stuff and you start really realizing that as long as it takes you to stay in that state, or as long as it takes you to come back from feeling like that is all your own doing, oh, you're going to stop doing that to yourself. As much as something means to you, as much as it's going to affect you. Look at the permissions you're giving in your life to things that are making you not feel well. Look how long you stay in that state from whatever it is you have to live. And understand that's your choice. From there, you can change it. But you can't sit there and blame everything going on outside of your own being for the way that you're feeling about things. No, you can't. There's no blame to be had anywhere. You need to self-reflect and learn. And learn to be a better being for yourself. It's just another day in your experience. But don't be so hard on yourself or anybody else. What do I really mean by that is don't be so hard on yourself and shackle yourself to these states of being by choice alone. Because if you're feeling anything other than okay, well, hey, you've allowed that to be within your being. Because like I said, yes, we all have feelings off of what we're living. But they last from 60 to 90 seconds. So, you better get control of your being if it's lasting any longer than that. And you better correct what you're telling yourself and correct what you're telling others if you are embodying those states and believe that's a way of life. Seriously. Guys, when you see a limit, get creative. When you see an obstacle, learn about yourself. Self-reflect. Your experience here is unique to you. Your being. You are connected all the time to the universe. Why? For your experience. Nobody else's. Well, hey, yeah, soul contracts, yes. But when it comes down to it, you're plugged into something so you could wake up this morning. And that same something is giving the power to your heart, the electrical charge to beat. There's nothing in your experience that is more powerful than that connection. Nothing. Don't be so hard on yourself or anybody else. It's just another day. And it's an experience. And it's all for learning. So be grateful for it all. All right? Find a baseline. Remove the meaning from things that is no good for you. because you alone are holding that meaning. Nothing can mean anything to you unless you give it meaning. Okay? Guys, have a great day. Set a high vibe. Appreciate and learn from everything that's coming your way. Don't shackle yourself to any kind of emotional state and believe that is your being. What do I mean by that? You can feel something. Like, let's say, okay, somebody feels anxious, or somebody feels depressed, or somebody feels unsure. Well, they take that state of being and then they believe it's a way of life. And then they govern themselves from that state of being. You can't do that. Love yourself unconditionally, no matter what, because that's the power of your soul. It's loving you unconditionally for this life experience, for you to learn. Be grateful that you were given another day when so many others have been wiped away. Seriously. And I hate to say it, but there are a lot of people passing. May they rest in peace. But you've been given another day. So be grateful no matter what. Love yourself unconditionally so you can work in alignment with what's giving you life. Don't be so hard on yourself or anybody else. Be unconditionally loving to yourself in everything that you do and you say. For yourself primarily. Don't stay harnessed in states of being for yourself that only initially last from 60 to 90 seconds. Get over yourself. Simple. I love you all. Have a great day. Set a high vibe and get the most out of your experience. All right? Why? Because you matter the most in your experience. All right? So get it right. Get it right for you, primarily. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.